about time I start giving my skin some love, because I'm a pretty basic gal in skincare. And I decided to give it a go, and I just loved it. Like I love the flavor. It's a really yummy, like, strawberry flavor. I drink it on its own in cold water. I put it in a jar and like shake it up. And oftentimes in the morning, I'm in a huge rush and don't have time to make breakfast right away. So I'll throw that in my bag and drink it on the way to work. And it just, I don't know, gives me a rush of really solid nutrients that gets me at least to my desk, where I can move on to breakfast round 2.
Wow, that's late.
It is late. It is late. Just some days, not every day. But I also, I'm quite discerning when it comes to where I spend my money. And I've really appreciated how communicative your team has been around educating me around what the product is, and not making me feel silly for having questions, and acknowledging that the skincare industry can feel overwhelming at times for someone who's, not in the thick of it.
Completely.
Yeah. And I love specifically the sustainable sourcing of your marine collagen aspect. I'm a huge fan of keeping our sea life around. So that's important to me. And I commend you for that effort. And also, I really love how you and your business partner come from, just a world of knowledge. You with your experience in the beauty world, and your partner with her scientific background. I totally accept and appreciate that the dosage that you insert into your product is a dosage that you actually need for the product to work, unlike other products on the shelves that might be, half or a third the cost, but it's just entering and exiting your system without any real efficacy. So I feel like, although it's an outlay, it's an investment, it's one that I really value, and I feel like it's kind of like an injection of some self-love in the morning. And it feels like, I drink it, I think, I'm worth this. And my skin has been really happy and healthy, and I don't intend on stopping anytime soon. So I hope that you guys keep producing.
That is so wonderful, Angie. Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's so descriptive. You did such a good job of talking through all the reasons why the product has helped you. It's interesting. I'm finding this through the customer interviews I'm doing. Our customer really has taken the time to educate themselves. And I think that's where we're finding they've come to us and chosen our Skin Elixir, because like you've just mentioned, you've obviously spent some time researching us, but also to the product and the ingredients. And I've noted through some of the interviews that I've been doing recently that that's a very consistent thing for all of our customer base. Like, they're quite discerning, they're educated, they appreciate the science, and they almost need it to feel comfortable to purchase a product in this category or space.
Yeah, I think that's true, and particularly because it's a long-term game.
Yes.
It kind of feels like it's like dating. Like, you really want to do some due diligence before you sign on the bottom line.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, you got to look under the hood a little bit if you're going to be, hanging out for a while. So
I love that. And so are you comfortable to talk a little bit more around some of the things you've noticed since you've started taking the product?
Yeah.
How's your gut feeling and your skin going?
Yeah, great. Some of the things that I've noticed since taking the product are definitely, my skin has improved for sure. I've never been one to struggle with severe skin issues, but regardless, I have noticed an improvement. I'd say it's more of a, I don't know a better term, like a vivacity, like a, a vitality of words as I go, that like people will comment out and be like, wow, Ange, like you're 38, like that's impressive that your skin looks so good. You know, I had a facial the other day and she was like, whoa, crazy. Like if you said you were 30, I'd be like, okay. And so I don't know, I think that our society can be very obsessed with usefulness. So I try to be careful around, you know, prioritizing that above all things. Yes. But I think vitality is important to me. Like I like to go out into the world and show my best face and show that there's energy in life. And but also I love, and in equal measure, I love the probiotic, prebiotic situation. I'm kind of I'm a busy gal, and not having to line up all the things and hit them one after another, and just take one product that covers off on that, as well as the antioxidant component is really cool. Like it's kind of like a one-stop shop that tastes really yummy and is backed by really knowledgeable and personable founders. So I can get behind it.
Oh, that's so great to hear. One of the things that I love the most about starting Optimal with Kate is our community. Like we just got such a great group of customers, and even our partners like Peppermint Magazine. Like we've just got this amazing community of like-minded people. And it's rewarding and it's interesting. Like you've touched on some really pertinent points for us completely by accident today that are important to us from a brand story as well. Like it was really important for us, for Kate and I, to create an intelligent product that doesn't talk to traditional stereotypes around beauty, but it's really inclusive and empowers people to make good choices through education versus trying to capitalize on anybody's insecurities or comparing themselves to somebody else, etc. So the fact that you touched on some of those points today about youthfulness and vitality and feeling comfortable in your own skin and just looking after yourself are things that really mattered to us when we started the brand too, and just in the tone of voice and the way we address our customers. So I'm glad you've had an amazing experience with us. It's really rewarding to hear that.
My pleasure. Thank you for putting such a thoughtful product into the market.
Thank you for being one of our wonderful customers.